Hey, what's up? You're listening to the AV Jacks podcast. I'm your host, Joey, and tonight I'm joined by Kyle.
Hey there.
Barry.
Hi.
And oh my god, it's Justin.
Hey there, guys.
We've got a full panel. And before we jump into conversation, I just wanted to point out that we now have a website that you can visit and look at with your eyes.
All kinds of
maybe
official.
listen to things with your ears. avjacks.com. Go check that out. We also have set up an email account for you to send us feedback, critiques, or questions that you want us to answer, and that is at questions@avjacks.com. And also be sure to check out our YouTube channel and all of our social media bullcrap. And alright, let's go into the conversation.
Okay.
Kyle, you said you wanted to...
I decided not to.
Wieners!
Wieners, everybody.
Wieners.
Kyle wanted to say wieners.
Yes, he
I
did.
did, but then
But then he
I don't want
pussied
to
out.
anymore. No, I just
Way to
don't
go,
want to.
Kyle.
Not like a boss. Because this is not a shitty Lonely Island song.
Touche.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they had those two funny songs.
Yeah. They were good.
If anyone remembers their names, that would that's a thing to send us to our new question guy, right?
Jizz in my pants?
Jizz in my pants
There's
and
one.
on the boat? Really?
Like a
That's
boss
the thing to
is
send to
one.
the questions?
I don't know
That's the
anymore.
one I just made fun of, you jackass.
No, I know, but I'm trying to think of them now, because I don't actually know.
I'm on a boat and jizz in my pants.
I'm on a boat, that's right.
Come on.
Thanks,
man.
Joe.
There's also
Remember
the
your-
original, the whole reason I ever listened to that album, which was Lazy Sunday, back in the
Lazy
day.
Sunday.
Oh, okay.
You
Well,
know,
that's a little
Sunday
bit
was
of
meh.
the creep, or the creeper, whatever that one was.
The creep was good.
well, that was
Yeah.
their newer album that I was just at that point, okay, fuck this.
Yeah, turtlenecks and something and others. Stop that.
Dixon,
wanted that.
there were Dixon boxes.
Ah,
Dixon
yeah,
Boxes,
that's
that was a
another
good one. Mother Lover was humorous.
Yeah.
And now we're just naming random songs from a parody group.
Punch you in the jeans.
Sigh. Hey, look, Justin's back. Hey, Justin.
I am back. Sorry I missed last time.
Maybe you can actually do something around here.
Well, okay, to explain why I wasn't here, I'm living with my aunt in New York currently, well, I guess Connecticut, and the internet works really, really well downstairs, but is broken completely in my room, so I didn't really have...
Could you explain
Internet
how that
access.
works, per se?
I mean, it's really weird. It doesn't reach... It only reaches one room upstairs at all, and it reaches everywhere down here, so... It's just kind of how it happened. But they're in the Hamptons right now, and I have the house to myself, so...
Oh, they're in the Hamptons!
Do people actually go to the Hamptons?
Yes,
I
they
thought
do.
that was just like...
No, if
they
you have the
absolutely
money, you
do.
go. If you have the money, yeah.
No,
I'm
people...
gonna go down
dude,
to the Hamptons.
no,
It is
Joey,
not
it's-
cheap.
It's hot as hell in New York. During
Really?
the summer, New York is hot as dicks.
Dude, there was 3 weeks straight up here when I would go out on the site. It was 99 to 110 for
Yeah.
3 weeks straight.
Nice.
And
It was
the and the
awful.
thing is with the city is it's all concrete.
and
it
musky
just,
as
it just
balls.
traps heat and humidity.
Ew.
That's why if you can physically afford it, you leave New York during the summer.
Huh.
That's why everyone goes to the Hamptons during the summer.
Hamptons, it's nice, apparently.
You know,
I've only been
no, the
once when I was,
Hamptons
a
is
kid.
very lovely, and one day I want to own a home there.
It's expensive as balls.
I would,
Well,
I would
yeah,
go to the
that's-
COD.
The cod.
I do not want to go to Cape Cod in Massachusetts because Massachusetts is
Massachusetts.
a very shitty state.
Yeah.
I'm going to agree with
Very
Barry on
shitty
that.
States.
No
What's
offense
the
to anyone
worst-
listening
what's
from
the worst
Massachusetts. The
West
worst
Virginia.
state?
Mississippi.
Easily.
Whoa! Whoa!
West Virginia.
Okay.
It's
well,
Patty
really
White is from there.
Mississippi.
You watch your mouth, Alex Barry.
It's West Virginia. I'm sorry.
It's
it stinks.
Mississippi.
Say that to
Barry,
my mother.
Mississippi just
I
now
mean-
ratified the unconstitutionality of slavery.
Yes, they ratified the 13th
Uh,
Amendment because there have been 17 legal loopholes.
does
what
anyone
they
care
do-
about
Mississippi's-
Vermont?
No,
Ben
no.
and Jerry's go.
They have
fuck themselves.
cheese.
Oh,
they
yeah,
can
that's
move.
right.
Then,
No, it's Mississippi.
No, they can't.
Mississippi's awful. Hey, look, we're just... Here we are just alienating any possible audience members we
Yeah, I know. Let's just
If
name
you live
every
in
state, guys.
You
Mississippi,
in
just
Mississippi or West Virginia? Fuck you.
man, Ohio kind of sucks.
A little bit.
A little bit,
wrong
but I
with
mean, there's a
Ohio?
lot of cool schools and shit there. So there's school towns. And there's
Honestly, there's that
Cincinnati.
whole middle bit that we could just do away with. You know, the whole middle part of the country.
Kansas and Nebraska.
true.
Sure.
Except for Manhattan, K-State, because those are two colleges that are really fun. Nebraska, except for like Nebraska, we could get rid of that. So we could keep Lincoln, but like that's like three cities in a whole state. The rest is just cornfields and wheat fields and nothing.
Can we get rid of Florida?
No, I'd rather happen to
Can we
like
sell
Florida.
Can we just like make Florida an island so that like we don't have to be touching it, but we can still like see
You guys
what
are
they
Just
do?
draw
ridiculous.
like a 3-foot pit, like on the border, and then fill it with water, and then it'll be an island.
Or we
There
could
we
just
go.
like keep polluting the earth, and the water will cover it up in about
That would work.
100
too.
years. You know,
I'm okay with that.
Hey, I
Much
probably
like
won't be
Canada.
alive, so cheers.
Well,
Screw
dude,
it, your problem,
dude.
kiddo.
if we're getting really good at like destroying the earth, theoretically we're going to get really good at modern medicine. So like you may still live, Kyle Harris.
And
Not if you keep eating, three or four squirts of butter in your large popcorn, but
you know, I'm cutting back. I only
Are you
had
down to
like
2
a
squares?
squirt
Good man.
and a half, and
Oh,
I switched to diet soda.
whoa! Oh shit,
Ooh.
you're making the jump with me. Although I've now
Yeah.
pretty much given up soda
I
entirely.
hate life now, but I mean, I've lost some weight.
I'm just
it
always
worth it?
mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, being on a diet is pretty fucking awful. And I say
Right.
that as I'm drinking a fucking beer.
Like, I'm not like 100% committed to this thing. I'm just kind of switching some eating habits.
No,
And
seriously,
that's that's worked pretty well. Like
if you can
I've
stick
lost
with it
over
for
like
a
20
month.
pounds in like a month and a half.
Yeah, no, the first bit is real easy.
Yeah. Then it gets harder. I
well,
hit
it's
that point.
once you develop a plan and you stick with it for a month. A month is about the sticking point for most people. That's why
Yeah.
gym memberships are a yearly basis, but you can also buy them on a monthly basis. But they don't advertise that very often.
Yeah.
It's a monthly cost because they know that if the monthly cost is really high, you'll buy the year, and if you stick it out for that month, then the year makes sense.
Mhm.
Capitalism.
Hey, I love it.
Speaking of capitalism, video games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of new video game stuff coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody watch the Call of Duty Ghosts multiplayer reveal?
I
live stream
did.
today?
I watched it. I made
I watched
Kyle
the
watch a video on it
highlight.
right before we got on.
Yeah.
Okay, talk to me about it. What happened?
Dude,
Does it
they're
look
doing
good?
some good shit. They're doing some cool shit. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, obviously that they're trying to throw in some like destructibility, kind of limited, but
Okay.
I mean, whatever. But they're doing a lot of customization things. The biggest thing for me was they did this really cool thing with the movement of the player, and it's what did they say it was like, Kyle?
To be
Brink?
completely honest, I did not watch at that point, even though you specifically.
So
told
you're
me
gonna be able to
about
do like parkour and stuff?
It's like parkour. Yeah, it's really cool. I mean,
Interesting.
maybe not
God.
like super jumping, but like you can kind of like
First.
slide
Can I
behind
do-
walls and
it.
stuff.
Can I do a
Okay,
parkour
so-
no-scope?
I hate you so much. Probably.
Can I do
Or
a-
360
Can I do a
no scope.
parkour 360
A
no
front
scope?
flip
Exactly.
no scope?
You read my mind, Joey.
It looks
Yeah.
like they didn't. It's
For style, Kyle.
I have to
Style.
say, this seems like one where they didn't just throw shit in the game to throw shit in the game to say it was new. They actually like made
Yeah.
some
Well, I
physical
mean-
changes to the game.
Yeah, I mean, my complaint with Call of Duty is that it's felt slower and slower.
Every single game, yeah. I
Every
agree.
single game, yeah. Since Call of Duty 4. Call of Duty 4 was fast as shit.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
That's why I liked playing hardcore, because it slowed it down enough to where I was like, alright, I can play this and this is doable. But if I really wanted a fast-paced, quick twitch, ridiculous game, it
Right.
was FFA shipment.
Right, oh yeah, of course.
And that was the map that you would just, as much as you could, skip maps until you got shipment. And
Right.
you would just do shipment,
You know what would have made shipment better?
What?
Fish AI.
Yeah.
And
I hated
dogs.
I hated
dogs.
it when
Everything needs to have fish and
when
dogs.
the fish would always swim up to me on shipment.
Yeah, like, wow, I wish these fish were smart enough to
Yeah.
know that they shouldn't swim up to me. They should swim
I
away.
mean, they'd be flopping out of the water, like on
Yeah.
the land, and it just
It
wasn't
wasn't
right,
even
you know?
realistic.
Right.
It wasn't.
No,
No,
But no,
not
I'm-
at all.
I'm actually kind of excited for Ghosts. I'm gonna probably wait on reviews and stuff, but
Right.
I've been looking for a new multiplayer shooter to get
Oh,
into for a while.
hold on. One thing I didn't mention that's kind of a big thing. I think you can buy either Xbox One or Xbox 360 version, and you can switch, like, buy something or something.
Okay, so
be too
well, I mean, with
specific now.
with
Ah.
Xbox,
Like actual play, like play. transfer your stuff over. Yeah.
Well, no, everyone's doing stats transfers. Battlefield just announced that either today or yesterday.
Well, no, I'm not just talking about a stat transfer. I'm talking about like you could like play on your 360, transfer your account back to an Xbox One, play, and then switch it back to a 360 where it's like back and forth and it's not like restricted, which would be really cool.
Why would you ever want to do that?
Like if you went to a friend's house, say you bought the game on 360, and your friend only had an Xbox One theoretically, and you went over and you wanted to play, you could recover your account on the Xbox One, and everything would transfer over, and you could still play as yourself.
Okay, so
which is a pretty cool. I mean, it's a pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it's good.
That is nice.
I mean, no, that's like FIFA. FIFA's doing a one-time transfer for your FIFA points, but like your coins and your players exist on both systems.
Right.
And like Microsoft's doing a good thing to where I think Sony's doing something of similar note, in that if you buy a game for the 360, and then you buy your Xbox One, you can if you buy it digitally, you can upgrade on your new system for a discounted price.
Right.
So, like, if I buy FIFA 13 on Xbox because I'm an impatient little bastard, and then, I buy the Xbox One, theoretically, which I'm not doing till 2014 anyways, I could then upgrade the game for, I think they said discounted price. They haven't given us actual prices. I'm sure it'll be like $30 or something because they're going to be jackasses about it. But, it's better than having to go out and buy a whole new game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%.
Theoretically.
You know what Microsoft could do that would probably turn the war of the consoles in their favor?
What is that?
Dropping the Kinect out of their package.
If they
that just came out today.
No, it actually happened like weeks ago, but it was confirmed today. But
it was confirmed today. An Xbox source.
Or yesterday. It was yesterday.
Yeah, it was confirmed yesterday. He was like, you can do all these things. You can power it off like through the system.
They said
we've known that for a while.
Yeah, they said that you can have it
Sell
without
me one.
But they still have an announcement bundle that doesn't have it.
Hold on.
All right, everybody don't talk at the same time.
Hold on, here, I'll tell you. Basically what it's going to come down to, at Gamescom in what, like 7 days? 8 days?
End of August, I thought.
PS4 is going to release their release date, which is most likely going to be late November. Xbox One, I think, has already been confirmed for November 27th. But it was leaked on Amazon, I think. But
no, it's always been reported as 25th.
No, it's 20-something. They switched it to
really?
December 31st, like the PS4. But anyways, that's not the point. It's pretty much been not confirmed, but almost certain that at the beginning of next year, Xbox One plans to release a bundle where it's going to be the Xbox One without Kinect for $400. Almost 100%.
Yeah, that's been talked about, but also a Microsoft exec was doing an interview with somebody, and he was like, "Yeah, you can pretty much power the whole thing down, I thought it was pretty self-evident then that you could then unplug it and wouldn't have to need it.
They've come out and they've said you don't have
Kinect
to have
is
it
not
to
necessary.
work.
You don't have to have it.
But you're talking about the bundle.
They haven't officially come out and said there's a bundle that you can buy.
No, they haven't said there's going to be a new bundle.
There.
Speculation is that they're going to release one.
If they're smart,
after Christmas.
If they're smart, they'll say it at Gamescom, so they can at least compete with Sony,
and then they can build hype.
Yeah, like, I mean, theoretically, I would have. If I'm them, I'm releasing a Kinect only or Kinect free bundle before Christmas.
Yeah,
but as much money as they put into the Kinect, like they really want to push it.
Oh shit!
And part of the whole thing with Kinect is you need to have an install base, otherwise developers aren't going to develop for it and use it. Adam Sessler just talked about this. I think
before you just cut your losses and realize that it's done.
Listen,
I mean,
well, probably after launch, you force all the hardcore fanboys to buy the more expensive package that has it, and then after the holiday season, you're like, okay, we're listening to our consumers now, and then they drop the bundle without it.
In Microsoft's defense, though,
maybe with a price drop at the same time.
Well, no. See, the thing is, introducing a Kinect-free bundle is in essence a price drop.
That's true.
It is. I mean, it'll basically go down to $400 no matter what.
And to your average consumer, that would be, that's $100 less.
Yeah.
I mean, I've told people to sit off the Wii U until holiday of this year, because Nintendo has said there's not going to be a price drop anytime in the future. Anytime in the near future. We've got a ton of money from the Wii still. I mean, they sold 50,000 units of the Wii U in America.
Fiscally speaking, they won that generation.
Yeah,
absolutely. They sold over 110 million units.
Fiscally speaking,
and they're still selling units. Like, who the hell is still buying a Nintendo Wii?
I have no idea.
Seriously.
I have no idea.
I guess, but They shipped more units in the United States of a Nintendo Wii than a Nintendo Wii U.
Man, they bumbled with the fumbled. They don't fucked up with the Wii U. Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem is they didn't push enough first-party stuff in the beginning.
They had no games for it. Their marketing was confusing as crap for it, and it's just.
I mean, it's Nintendo. They're always gonna have weird marketing because they're weird old Japanese men.
I kind of want to play Pikmin 3 just for nostalgia's sake.
That's true.
Like, I mean, for Pikmin, yeah.
Pikmin 3's gotten very good reviews
back in the day. It's such an odd concept.
I always wanted to, but I never did.
Yeah, it's Pikmin came out of a Mario game. It was going to be like a Mario Galaxy where like Mario crash lands on a planet.
Huh.
And he these little people, the little aliens that are on the planet like come out and help him go through navigate through the world and stuff.
Yeah.
And that was going to be the game. But then that got stuffed in favor, I think, of like Mario
Sunshine
Galaxy.
No, I don't think it was Galaxy. I think it was Sunshine because the first Pikmin.
GameCube.
When did first Pikmin come out?
Yeah, because that's GameCube.
Yeah, so I think Sunshine was the game
game
that came out, and then we got Pikmin, which was like the aborted. I thought it was a good game. It was not as good as Galaxy. Galaxy is incredible. I'll allow it.
Galaxy's pretty trippy.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus. Not that I haven't played it in the past 5 years, but
I feel like
everyone
I hear from big time game reviewers and stuff, apparently the GameCube was an absolute flop, or I don't know. It was like my favorite system.
Yeah, apparently the GameCube it failed.
Yeah.
Okay, fiscally.
It failed fiscally.
Fiscally, it was a big failure because they marketed it really hard. They pushed it really hard.
And they're just bringing
following
games
the
back
64.
from the GameCube for the Wii U.
Because the 64 was like a cult
remaking
success.
Wind Waker, Pikmin.
Well, no, they do this all the time.
Making another. Well, yeah.
No, Pikmin 3 was a new game.
I exclude that. Luigi's Mansion.
But they're doing a Wind Waker HD. They constantly re-release. That's a new Luigi's Mansion. But I mean, they re-release games all the time on the Wii U eShop, which is the best thing in the world, honestly.
Yeah.
The Wii U eShop has like a bajillion titles. I mean, they just released Earthbound, which is if you did you ever play
Roy and
Super Smash 64?
What? Oh, Ness. Yeah,
Ness. You know Ness? The character Ness?
Okay.
Yeah, he's from Earthbound. And it's like this really long contrived RPG, like it's a very big cult hit. And they just released it on the eShop for $10. And the thing sold incredibly well.
All Nintendo has to do to win is to release
I think we've discussed this before.
A Pokemon game on the Wii U.
But
I think we have.
You're right.
I would buy a Wii U immediately.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they already won with the 3DS.
I kind of want one.
I don't give a crap about the 3DS.
Yeah, I
Animal Crossing, the Luigi's Mansion game, and they've sold 5 million Animal Crossing, like 2.5, 3 million Luigi's Mansion, and this was a while ago.
Yeah.
And this is all before X and Y comes out. I know people who are like, I'm buying. There's another girl who works with me on the team is a film coordinator. She's like, yeah, I'm importing a Charizard special 3DS XL from Japan. I'm importing that, so that's like $300 already. And I'm buying X and Y. And
They're
that's
really
the only
not
thing
that
I care
expensive.
about. That's literally all she's buying a system for. No, you can buy a 3DS XL here in the States for like, what are they, like 150, 200 bucks maybe? Yeah. And if you don't buy the XL, they're cheaper. Like because the newer ones have like ultra LED screens and they're the XL, so they're bigger. You know, I think they have like bigger battery, better Wi-Fi connectivity.
Huh. How much is a 3DS?
Like, are you talking regular or
depend.
XL? Like, we just
depend. Okay, well,
discussing.
Give me a comparison.
There's 17 million versions of
right.
the 3DS
Give me
out
just
there.
the normal 3DS and then the 3DS XL.
Tap.
And berry types.
Yeah.
That's actually
I
pretty
was looking
good.
at some, and
I like
saw.
that. It's funny.
I mean, it depends. Are you willing to go like refurbished or new or used or?
All right, prices
Sure.
from Nintendo. These are brand new from Amazon. $178.65 for a 3DS and Cosmo Black. $179 for Flame Red. $185 for an Aqua Blue. And these are all brand new out of the box.
Right.
Used, I'm seeing prices as low as $120, $130. The XL is going to be a little more expensive. That's like $200.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Oh, here's one for $168. It's a 3DS Pearl Pink.
Oh, sweet.
You know?
That's what I'm going for.
You know, I mean, there are brand new systems out here that aren't that expensive.
Yeah, that's pretty cheap.
If you want your custom, like, you know, the Charizard one I was talking about,
Yeah.
that was only sold in Japan. You
I
have
don't
to
think I'd be
import
that into it.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's a big problem with Nintendo is importing.
Mhm.
Because they region lock the shit out of everything.
Yeah, silly Nintendo. Stop that.
Which is another thing that needs to fade.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, region locking is fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's really dumb. Like,
Yeah.
why?
For you kids that don't know, it's very much like the name sounds. If it's a game that you buy it in Japan, you can only play it on a Japanese console.
Yep.
You know, or a China or a console meant for that regional market.
Right.
So, like, say Japan, China, Taiwan.
Why?
You know, the East Asian, South Asian. Because Nintendo is stuck in the past in a lot of things.
Yeah.
Nintendo. I mean, that. Who was it? It wasn't Miyamoto. It was the guy who does Super Smash.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah, I'm not putting cutscenes in the new Smash Brothers.
Okay.
Because as soon as people, you know, do the cutscenes, they're going to be up on YouTube. And people will just watch them online. And when you watch a cutscene, you can only get it, you know, you only get that reaction with the character the first time they see it.
Huh.
And the chances are the first time they see it is not going to be in my game.
Right.
So I'm just not going to include them.
Huh.
Which I think is a completely asshat backwards thing.
That's weird.
The people who are looking to watch cutscenes on YouTube aren't going to be the ones who are like grinding in your game to get this little cutscene. You know? They're not the ones who care.
That's true. Yeah. Nintendo's smashing all, like, Let's Plays and stuff on YouTube. Absolutely retarded. I've bought games because of Let's Plays. Like,
oh, absolutely.
It's
I
the
bought
greatest
several.
free advertisement ever. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Why would you want to crack down on that?
especially from, like,
Nintendo
the
has this
nostalgia.
freaky control thing. They refuse to put their stuff on any other consoles. They refuse to let anybody. They're wary of letting other people put stuff on their console. They're weird. They're very closed off.
Yeah. Although I can understand about their first party shit. Because that is their big draw.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have to make a new console next generation if they didn't want to.
Right.
Because, I mean, you know, seriously, I'm honestly, I'm going to start putting the Wii U with last generation. Because that's where its graphics and its power and its online connectivity fell. They're going to be making a new console here, I swear, within the next 2 to 3 years.
You think?
It's not going to. It's not going to run. The Wii U is not going to run the distance of the Wii, where the timeline of the Wii was like, I think, 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
About 7 years, I think. Yeah.
You know, yeah, and it's not like they're not going to be like the Xbox 360 where it was 10 years.
Right.
You know, Nintendo tends to have a shorter life cycle.
Yeah.
Hopefully
they don't try stupid, freaking gimmicky crap. Then again, that's kind of
so stupid.
That's Nintendo's thing.
That's kind of Nintendo's thing, yeah.
It's always been their thing. Hey, look at this controller. How am I supposed to use this? Every time.
I liked the controller. The controller did some great things.
Just every controller for Nintendo console since the N64. Look at the N64. Hey, here's this Trident.
I was about to say the N64
that you have to
was
hold,
the
not like a
worst
Trident.
controller. The 64 was the worst controller ever.
The GameCube's
bad.
controller was
bad.
wonky.
GameCube was god awful.
It was at least for two. It was for a two-handed person. Though.
Yeah.
It was.
And then you've got the
awful.
Wii U. It's like, hey, here's a stick. What?
No, that's the Wii.
Here's a stick.
The Wii U is here's a tablet.
And then here's a
that you
freaking
can,
tablet.
Like, smash someone over the head with. No, the Wii U gamepad though is great.
It looks cool. I would like to play with it.
You know, it's. I've played one. It was really nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it felt really good.
Now that we're talking about controllers, I saw a weird fact today. Someone did a. I don't know who they not interviewed, but they did a tally of people preferring the Xbox One controller to the PS4. Guess which controller won?
PS4.
PS4, 75% to 25%.
Yep.
Yeah.
This
is the
Xbox
Xbox controller that they spent $100 million on. $100 million in development. Xbox has spent $100 million developing this new controller.
$100 million?
Yes, $100 million.
Xbox?
Yes, $100 million.
What's the freaking difference?
To develop the new controller.
Only a little bigger.
Haptic response. They talk about this. They talk about this in this week's Detroit show with Max Goebel, Tara Long. It came out Tuesday. It's a $100 million controller because they do the haptic trigger system thing.
Okay.
Where like you can feel the difference. So like if I'm firing a bazooka, the trigger is going to be real stiff. So you're going to have to put more pressure to fire the trigger.
That's cool, but it's not worth $100 million.
Well, I mean, that's just some of the other stuff that they've done. And, like, the whole when I'm playing a game, the Kinect realizes I'm playing a game. And so, like, if I hand the system, like, say, the Killer Instinct is always the one that's used. Say I hand my controller over to you, Justin.
Right.
It'll load your preferences. It'll recognize that it's you.
Right.
So it'll load, your favorite character. It'll load your controls, your sensitivity, your play style, whatever. It'll load your profile straight in. That's part of the 100. Yeah, he does.
Freaking
it's but it's like that's some of the stuff that they've been spending money on. It's just.
Apparently,
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Apparently, Xbox One controller will eventually work on PCs, natively.
It's 2014.
Which is eventually.
I gotta say, I'm pretty excited for the Xbox One, honestly.
Meh.
I'm pretty excited for it.
I'm pretty excited for my PC to continue being a master race.
I'm not gonna lie, I played way more PC, than console this summer, really.
Yeah. Dude, you know what I
haven't played either.
Console is fucking FIFA.
You know what I did today? I downloaded an HD texture pack for Minecraft, and then I just sat in water for 20 minutes, looking around, going, because it was so pretty.
How much did you spend on your gaming PC, Joe?
Yeah. My gaming...
how much did you spend?
How much? Probably 700 to 800. So it's not like a monstrosity.
I was looking at one, and I was considering building one, or like buying both consoles, or some weird combination of whatever. Yeah. And like I decided my gaming PC with everything included is gonna be like $1,200.
Yeah.
And I just can't convince myself to do it.
You just gotta do it bits and pieces over a long period of time.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna try and do. I think I'm gonna buy the stuff that I know has more of a longevity early on. Yeah. I'm really hoping that Black Friday, or Cyber Monday, I should say.
Cyber Monday. You'll get
good deals. Is it Cyber Monday or Tuesday?
It's Cyber Monday. I'm just hoping that there's going to be some huge weekend deals where I can snatch some stuff for a really, really good price, and then just kind of hold up.
You all use Google Chrome, right?
Yeah.
There's this really cool extension called Honey, and like as you're like checking out, there's like a button next to the coupon thing, and if you hit it, Honey will load up 10 coupon codes that it's got in its database, and it'll run it through it, and it'll try and save you some money.
That's pretty
I've
sweet.
saved like
That's
$10
so sweet.
with that. Yeah.
I always, whenever I buy something on the internet, I always go to Google and I type in whatever site this is, coupons, and I go to like retailmenot or whatever.com. And actually, it's worked. It doesn't work every time, obviously, but I've been able to save like.
Yeah, so this extension basically does that for you.
Right, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out.
So is this
Honey,
like the
H-O-N-E-Y?
new version?
Do what, Barry?
Oh, let Justin finish.
I was just like Honey, like H-O-N-E-Y?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll look into that.
Yeah. So is this like the new version of when everyone was like, if you walk up to a Redbox machine and you press and you type in break room?
Yeah, basically.
No, break room was the first one.
Dude, that was the best, man.
See, I didn't hear about any of these DVD. For like.
Oh man, dude,
the longest
how far
time.
we've gone.
Like, the beginning of the stuff, I was like, shit, DVD on me. I was like, what? What? I mean, I don't really go to Redbox any because I'll just get movies other ways.
I don't either.
Yeah, I was
I torrent everything now. Yeah.
Yeah, it was all
not
legal
that we condone illegal activities, NSA.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
It was all from the Pirate Bay
or
and
Project
they're a
3CD
separate country. Oh god.
Oh, hey guys, I don't know if you knew this. I'm going to bring it up, though. The premiere video for GTA Online is tomorrow.
Yeah, the multiplayer stuff, right?
Yes, dude.
Say again?
I almost passed out from ejaculation from the last video. So.
Dude, I know. It looks... Okay, I cannot get over how good it looks.
I'm so
literally... I'm gonna lose a month of my life. I'm gonna lose a month of my life.
Is it running on? I'm pretty sure it's running on console.
No, I don't care about how it looks. I mean gameplay looks.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that thing. I've already pre-ordered it for 360, and I'm just gonna. My mind is gonna go numb for a month. I already told Kyle he probably won't see me. I'm just gonna.
I question the 3 different people bouncing around thing. Whether it's gonna be helpful or whether it's gonna be a gimmick.
I mean, I think it'd be really cool if you don't want to drive all the way across a map, and then you can just zoom to somewhere closer. Because then they say it's 5 times the size of Red Dead Redemption or some obscene thing like that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's huge.
If you remember San Andreas.
I do.
It's basically take the San Andreas map, because in San Andreas you had LA and you had a little bit part of California. This is basically all of California.
It's huge.
Yeah.
You can fly airplanes.
There's a reason they put planes in it. Yeah, they put jets in it.
Well, yeah, GTA Online has jet stuff. I'm so excited for that video tomorrow. I really want to see what they do with it. Because they've never said GTA 5 Online. It's just GTA Online. So I'm kind of curious to see what they have planned.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm waiting for a cross-platform something to happen eventually. When is that going to happen?
I don't know.
Something to go
waiting for
cross-platform.
something to cross-platform.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
It was called Shadowrun.
Wasn't it terrible?
Okay.
PC and Xbox
Shadowrun was great. Shadowrun was great, but I'm talking blockbuster games.
No, it was multiplayer only, and the problem is it was Xbox and PC. The problem is
it was on the circuit
put it out. They put it out, and they did almost no advertising for it. They put it out the same fucking day as the Halo 3 beta.
Oh, good
They
lord.
did do that. I remember that.
No wonder the game didn't fucking succeed.
Yeah. Although Shadowrun was on the circuit for a year. Fun fact for you, non-MLG.
Oh, it was on the MLG circuit.
It was really, and the reason I know that is because some of the players on Final Boss that played Halo were also pro in Shadowrun and won a tournament or two.
Really? Were they console or PC?
It was console, I believe.
Really?
I mean, I don't. Generally speaking, MLG doesn't do first-person shooters on PC. They generally do stuff like Dota,
Counter-Strike,
and I don't know if MLG ever had Counter-Strike.
That's the original game that everyone always plays in competition.
No, I don't think MLG existed when Counter-Strike was.
They still do Counter-Strike competitions.
No, I know, but I don't.
Still a thing.
No, but I'm saying MLG started.
Everyone
with Halo
remembers
1.
the Dust map. I mean, what is it? From Dust or RE Dust or?
From Dust.
There's 17. Yeah, there's 17 different versions of this one map, and it's the map that everybody knows.
Here, I'll look. I'm pretty sure MLG just started with Halo 1, and then they just added stuff from there.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think Counter-Strike already had an established
tournament
its own
tournament, I think.
Yeah, it already had its own thing, so they just kind of went with their own.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah.
I'm bad at Counter-Strike.
I know.
We should play Counter-Strike.
Dude, it's hard.
Yeah, I know.
It is hard as balls.
Is it?
Yeah, I can go get it. I just bought Portal today on the 360 of all places. I don't know why. Because I could have gotten it for probably free 17,000 times on Steam.
Yeah, pretty much.
I saw a picture the other day. Yeah, I heard that there were crates.
No.
You get items.
I mean,
in, Portal 2.
Well, is that Counter-Strike Go or?
Wait, I don't know if there are crates.
I'm talking about
Portal 2, but I know that there's an item system. At least on PC. I don't know. I don't think it is for.
No, we weren't talking about Portal. We were talking about Counter-Strike.
Oh. No.
No, dude, Counter-Strike is you're terrorist or counter-terrorist, and it's basically, if you're a terrorist, you can get it's like a pistol, knife, AK.
You earn money in game, and then you buy better weapons as you play. So then you have you have the option of, well, I could buy this crappy submachine gun now, or I could save my money and then buy a better weapon later on in the game.
Buy the AK, yeah.
So it's that kind of thing.
Yeah. My issue with Counter-Strike is I'll be in a group, a squad, and then there'll be 2 of us going around a corner, and we're set up. We have good fields of fire. I've got the left half, he's got over my shoulder right half. If anyone comes around comes through this small lane, we should be fine. But these pros and just incredible people that dedicate their life to Counter-Strike will walk around a corner and literally they'll fire 4 bullets.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be 2 in my head, 2 in my buddy's head. And they'll just keep moving. And they already know. They don't need to fire that much because they know. It's just absolutely
If you go on YouTube and search some of that stuff, it's just nuts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Watching them play competitively,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like when you watch. Have you guys ever watched the StarCraft tournaments in Korea?
It's hard to watch for me. It's
Oh,
MLG
dude,
has them now with all the Koreans in it, and it's just hard to watch for me.
It is a
Can't do it.
different. It is just a different game from what anybody else might play.
Yeah.
Right.
Like when I play like a real time strategy, I'm like slow.
Yeah, I'm
like,
slow as balls.
what do I do? You know, one of my teammates actually was
Yeah.
top 100 for a while here in the States.
Hey.
Damn.
I don't know if he still plays it a lot.
Guys.
Did you guys hear about that
That was
Dota
his
2
thing.
tournament?
Yeah, how much money did they end up raising?
Millions.
The most ever,
international.
1.43 million for winning the tournament.
Yeah, because I
As a
thought they
team.
raised like over 3 million overall
Yeah.
in the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, that's a mass. I mean, MLG, I think they have like the most they ever had like total prize money was like $1 million or something like that. I
Yeah.
don't remember. But I mean, yeah, the winning team
did for, like,
walked
10
away with
seconds.
1 point.
Have any of you guys ever played
is nuts.
Dota 2?
I have not. I've never played it.
I've never played Dota. I have played LoL
Okay.
though. I've played a little LoL
It's.
because one of my teammates is really into
I
LoL.
wish I could play it, but man, that is a venomous community. Just awful. Like you have to play with friends, or else it's just awful. I was playing once,
Yeah.
and I was like, I had this area of attack move that would like stun people, and like I did it, and then this guy went charging in, and he's like, follow me, and he's like charging like at the tower, which like does a huge amount of damage automatically, and like I'm like, no, I'm not gonna follow him, and then he died, and then he spent the next 20 minutes screaming into his microphone, calling me every name in the book, and it's just like, what are you doing? Like legitimately 20 minutes he just sat there just being awful. I'm like, this is terrible. I don't want to play this.
Yeah, it's the same way with LoL or any of those really competitive MOBAs. Like they let you know when you fuck up.
And it's so scary
know?
because you're just like, I'm trying to learn. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I mean that's why my buddies, in LoL, I think he can be like a level 30 is the top. And like when he plays, he knows his character. Like he was explaining it to me the other day. He's the guy who like defends. You always have one character who does heavy DPS. And you have someone defend that character. He's always the guy who defends, and his job is to defend their DPS character and then gank the other team's DPS character.
Threw me for a little bit.
And he used like these fancy words that I don't remember, but that's basically what he did. Basically what he said.
DPS is damage per second,
Okay,
and
now
gank
see, I don't
is
know.
to
Here,
fuck 'em
I've
up.
got quite the dilemma here.
Gank is to like kill the opposing like actual
Gamer
players.
term? Or
You know,
is it-
it's a
is it
Google.
fat
Google.
term?
There's a video called. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
it's a gamer term. It's an actual gamer term. It's an action. No, it's specific to
Yeah.
LoL.
No,
I think.
Dota uses it too.
Yeah, I think it is.
It's a MOBA.
Yeah, no.
Oh, that's right, Dota
There's
does
a
use it.
video you need to watch. Google roaming gank squad. I think it was a guy who was just griefing the shit out of this one dude in LoL.
God.
He was a professional. He actually got banned from LoL.
Wow.
For this. For a while. Because it was like the guy like fucked up in a game and like stole something
Right.
from him, and so he literally just followed him around the map. Whenever he was about to get whenever the one guy was about to get a kill, the other guy would just come in and just crush
Nice.
it. He would just come in, steal all his XP, steal everything.
Yeah.
No, Kyle, you're
there
good.
goes the.
Yeah, I just said that.
Damn it,
on
Barry.
over the recording.
Kyle.
Way to
Kyle
go, Barry.
I
muted
broke the
himself.
fourth wall. Broke the
Barry,
fourth
you
wall.
can't break the fourth wall. You should know
Hi,
better than
audience.
that.
Hi, Snide Kid. I hope you're listening.
Snide Kid,
Dude,
why
Snide
have
Kid,
you
you're the
not
man.
commented yet? We're gonna find you.
You're an
We're gonna
asshole.
all just follow your freaking account and just start commenting
Snide
horrible
Kid.
things.
Let's take
if you
a-
don't
let's
comment
take
on
a
our
step
video.
Don't be scared by Joey.
Oh.
He's all talk, man. We all love you.
Better comment on our
I
site.
don't know, but maybe he's one of the like 2 people to watch the video and like it. Speaking of which, by the way, if you've made it, we're about like 40 minutes in or so, depending upon editing.
Go to our
if you've
website.
made it this far,
Just
throw
take
us
a
a
nice
like.
little,
Videos.
little
Yeah.
Sub.
scroll.
things.
Anything.
Just look at things.
a like, a sub.
And
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna start doing. There's like a blog section on there that Joey wants to
Yeah.
expand.
right.
If you can figure out how to do the programming, which I'm a business major, I don't know how
If
to
by
do that
programming
shit.
you mean drag and drop, then yes.
I mean, dude, hey, you're running it through a RSS WordPress, and you got to link your Twitters and your Facebooks to your blog with your RSS word process. This is tweak audio.
Also, while we're begging people for things, if you've made it this far, then I assume that means that you actually listen to our podcasts. We're currently hosting our podcast on Podomatic, and I'm not entirely sure that they're...
It's full of phonies.
That they're actually giving us our real statistics. So if you actually listen, send us an email of some kind, just saying something, like
or download it somewhere other than Podomatic.
Write a review. We will straight up say anything you email to us, legitimately.
Oh God,
I have no shame. Oh God,
you can.
And I'm willing to say
exactly. If you want to just show us a picture of your butt, just send it. We're totally okay with that.
God damn
seriously,
it.
Exactly.
Yeah, Joey will take it. Yeah, Joey can.
Joey is a fan of all nudity and genitalia.
See, there you go.
Yeah,
so
man.
Send it all.
Yeah, please.
God, no.
Just disgusting things.
All right, well, anyway.
Oh, on that note also, we are, now that summer's coming to a quick end,
yeah,
we are planning on pumping out a lot more content as these weeks go by, I think. Is that safe to say?
I know I am.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty well at school now.
If you do
yeah, me and Joey did a
watch
shitty
us
Worms
/ listen, then tune in. We're going to hopefully have some good stuff coming out here in the near future.
You should.
Oh, and
yeah, it was pretty good.
Oh, yeah, I watched that.
Okay.
I watched that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only people who watch it are in this Skype chat right now, and maybe Bill. Probably.
I think Aaron watched it, I think.
Oh, I don't know.
Another one of our shitty friends.
But, yeah, watch our videos and like them. They're not horrible. We do good things sometimes, a little bit.
Yeah, that was embarrassing.
I don't know. Sometimes you get trapped in a hole for about 5 minutes and don't know how to fucking
What would you have done
out.
if you didn't have gravity?
That was pretty funny.
Like,
that was very embarrassing.
I mean,
the Minecraft world.
Maybe one of you could have logged out.
I would have killed him.
Yeah.
Entirely acceptable?
No, I just would have killed him. Just murdered him. And then I would just
See, Kyle's idea actually makes sense and seems reasonable. It comes from like a good consultant point of view.
But see,
one of you log out, you move.
You know what? When you're caught in a corner, you're just like a caged animal.
Before we get further away,
I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out. Gotta get out. Even if it means murdering.
Anything I can do.
Did you see the post about that Dota 2 tour that went through and took the picture of with Left 4 Dead 3 and Source 2, isn't it? Yeah, and Left 4 Dead 3.
Yeah, the Dota. Source 3.
Half-Life 3 confirmed them. Yeah.
Source 2. Yeah, Left 4 Dead 3, Source 2.
So Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Half-Life 3 confirmed. The internet, you can shut the fuck up about it now. Valve can count to 3.
Really?
They know. Shut the fuck up.
What if they just released like Left 4 Dead 3, Portal 3?
Yeah, they're getting ready
for Half-Life 3 all in one game.
Oh, they made the Orange Box 2?
Oh, dude!
Yeah.
Oh my god, and that's how they can get around having to name it 3.
Or
it can be the Orange Box 2.
Their own console with Half-Life 3.
Valve still doesn't know how to count to 3.
Oh my god, that's incredible.
You know.
Which they are doing.
No, dude, they scrapped their console thing.
They did. I think,
their whole hardware. No, because a woman posted about it. She did an article. I remember reading about it. Well, no, she's a very intelligent woman. She comes at it from a very traditional business hardware side. Like, she had a machine shop. She was spending money. She wanted to make mock-ups and prototypes, and she was working very hard. And it sounds like she had some really good ideas, especially with some VR stuff. Like, some of her VR stuff sounded fucking great.
Okay.
And basically think Oculus Rift but better. So like it would project onto your walls.
So like that thing that Microsoft is doing.
So like that thing, it would project onto your walls, but it wouldn't just be like, because what Microsoft wants to do is they're making an extension of the screen. Yeah, this would be a true extension of the game, and then you would be inside the game.
Huh.
It was like a very. And it's got some great fucking look her up. She did an article and it was very interesting. But like her whole thing was like the fuck up in Valve that there's everyone's supposed to be on an even playing field with like a peer review process and shit. But like she couldn't hire people because the other people were all software people and they didn't want her to have more people. I guess.
Oh, I think I remember seeing that. Something about how Valve is really clicky and, like, there's a weird power
Valve is
structure.
like high school. I believe Valve is like high school was the phrasing I believe she used.
I remember seeing that article.
You know? Yeah, and, like, it's ridiculous. Gabe Newell apparently was like, oh, yeah, here's all this, like, hardware shit she's been working on. You know? And Gabe was like, alright, yeah, fuck it, just let her have it. You know, if I'm Gabe Newell, I'm saying no. I'm saying fuck no. You spent, you know, she spent a good amount of money building all these hardware prototypes.
He gave her the rights to it all?
He gave her everything.
See, I didn't think Valve was working on it itself. I thought they were just kind of, like, making the UI and stuff. And
no. That was, no, that was the supposed Steam box that was, like, a little mini PC that one company was making. Yeah. Valve has nothing to do with that.
Well, that was just one company, and they were making a version of the Steam box, but they were making their own. I don't know. Valve is stupid because they won't just come out and talk about things that they're doing. They always have to put it behind a veil of secrecy, which is really annoying.
Well, I mean, the thing is with Valve is they spend forever polishing their code.
Yeah, that's true.
I shouldn't say that because I do like most of Valve's games, but you know they spend forever polishing their games, making them better, constantly working. You know, it's part of their whole peer review process. Like, before a game goes gold, like, the entire company basically has to get behind it and say, great. You know, and that was one of the issues she addressed was, like, people, and the only way to, like, get better standing within the company and for people to like you more was to work on these great projects. So, like, Left 4 Dead, Half-Life, Portal. You know, if you weren't working on one of those projects, what the fuck were you doing?
Right.
You're wasting your time and company money.
I just love that, like, Valve could very easily be seen as an evil company. But they're not. No,
it's fucking good guy Gabe. Yeah. You know, the guy is out to make money just like everyone else.
Everybody hates, like, microtransactions, and yet Team Fortress 2, which is, like, the biggest, like, perpetrator of it.
The greatest hat simulator ever.
People love them for it. I spent so much money in a month.
Yeah, I know, that's what happens.
Like, just for stupid
I'll go back and play it for, like, a month.
Then the summer sale happened, and then I haven't touched it since.
Drop a bunch of money, and then I just...
You know, summer sale...
And all that money I spent just wasted.
Yeah. Yeah.
And fucking trading cards, dude. It's the same damn thing. People are spending money to get these trading cards, to get these, like, achievement shits.
Yeah.
You know?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is good.
Next Tuesday.
When is
freaking
Saints Row 4 coming out?
Very soon. The embargo just dropped today.
Apparently it's
and there's a ton of good reviews about that. Yeah, Kyle, you got background noise. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, you got Saints Row 4 is dropping real soon. Payday 2 just dropped very recently. It was a couple days ago.
That looks great.
Which is apparently incredible.
I want that so bad.
It's shite to play solo player.
Well, yeah, but if you have friends, unlike myself, probably sweet.
But, you know, playing online is apparently the best thing ever. And teams, Payday 2,
that does look good.
Yeah, there's a mummy mask, and that's all I care about. I want to play with the mummy mask. Because, like, the whole thing is, like, you go in and you can do your, like, the new thing now is you come in kind of like Heat. Have you ever seen the movie Heat? With Al Pacino and Bob De Niro, Val Kilmer? I've seen that. Yeah, great movie.
It is a great movie. I'm with you on that, Barry.
That's what I'm excited for about in GTA 5, because there's one robbery in Heat where they rob a bank.
Yep.
And they come in, and it's like the gas masks and the they come in with the gas masks, and they act like they're like gas people, or they're like bug people. I forget it exactly. I haven't seen it in a while. And they basically clear everyone out, and then they rob the bank while no one's in there. You know, and it was incredible. You know, and apparently that's one of the missions you can do.
I think
GTA 5 they promote it, yeah.
And I love how they have a bunch of missions where you're going to be able to plan ahead, kind of stuff. That's pretty cool. I mean, that game just seems so fucking diverse.
Yeah, I mean, my whole thing with GTA is it's so open and there's so much extra shit to do. I mean, but it seems like this gives you, like, a very solid mission structure.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
There's always something to do. That, and supposedly you don't have to deal with your shitty friends every fucking 5 seconds.
GTA 4 was so fucking good, but my god. Those fucking friends in the dating thing, I don't know why anyone thought it was a good idea. Why?
Yeah, I know. It was really bad.
Well, I mean, GTA always does something like that. You remember San Andreas? You have to work out or else you get fat.
Yeah.
You have to like get your hair cut. You have to shower. You know,
so
it's like
stupid. If I wanted to do that, I'd just live in real life.
Yeah, I know. It's dumb. I saw one picture where it was like they changed the final mission to where you had to beat the main boss at bowling, and it's like you've been training for this your whole time.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Roman, you're my cousin.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, that game looks good. Saints Row 4 is apparently balls to the wall fun. I'm really excited. I think I'm gonna pick that one up soon.
You know what would be really great, guys? Fallout 4. Fallout 4 would be really great.
Shut up about Fallout 4.
I'm not going to shut up about it, Barry.
They're working on it. Just calm down.
It's gonna happen.
It's never coming
very
out.
soon.
They're never going to release another Fallout.
They
you know what also be great, guys?
They're working on a new project that's not Skyrim that requires lots of people and is a massively open world OPG.
Well, I will say
massive RPG.
The last time they revealed a game, which was
Fallout.
Skyrim, I think it was Skyrim. They revealed it at the Video Game Awards, which is November?
The VGAs?
One of those two. So I'm assuming...
Dude, they're not going to do a reveal at the VGA.
They will, Barry. Just let me have hope that
Fallout 4 is never coming out.
Okay?
If
Shut up, Joey!
If they reveal at the VGAs, I'll be amped. But honestly, I think they're going to reveal new IP at the VGAs.
Oh, goodness.
Well,
they
can
did
go fuck
unveil
themselves, everyone wants
new
Fallout
IP
4.
or Rage 2. I think Rage 2 is coming out soon.
I want Fallout 4.
Rage was
But no. Rage was not made by Bethesda Softworks. It was made by ID.
It was.
Yeah, and it is a part of Bethesda.
Yeah,
Bethesda
but I'm saying...
is a publisher.
The last time Bethesda Softworks made a game was Skyrim. And Bethesda Softworks is working on a new game.
Bethesda Softworks is working on a new game.
Which is Fallout 4.
They haven't announced it because
I don't care what anyone
Howard is
says.
a dick. I know, we covered that. That's what I'm saying.
You guys want to know what else
when
would
I
be
say
great,
Bethesda, they're going to announce some shit, and I think they're going to announce Rage 2.
I think Rage 2 is... There's big rumor bills going around with that, so I wouldn't be surprised by that either. But you guys want to know what would be even better than all those?
What?
Halo 2 Anniversary.
I would be
it's coming out. Halo 2 is about to be 10 years old.
Was it careless?
I've heard some whisperings, and...
Really? With your business connections?
With my business connections, yeah. No, but there's been many things... I hate you so much,
There was so much
Kyle.
saxophone.
That was on the radio?
But I think there's a few things going around the radio.
I turned it up as loud as I possibly could. And everyone around me could hear that sax. It was everywhere. Did you?
Nice. Dude, I did the exact same thing the other day.
At the same time.
I just heard it on the radio, and I jammed out. I was like, yes!
It was a crappy one. I was just...
What station plays George
the
Michael?
Flippy Flips. Yeah.
That's a good question, Barry. That's a really good question.
Dude.
Sunny FM?
Yeah, Sunny
Speaking of
FM.
radio
That's where I
stations,
heard it as well.
Freaking alternative project.
The best of the
Loving
casual
that
music's
one.
playing the
Not
hits of
that
the
anyone
80s,
would know.
90s, and today.
Unless you live in Roanoke. It's a new one here in Roanoke. Stuff. Yeah.
What's Alternative Project?
Yeah. Yeah. It's actually...
is it?
Justin.
What do they play?
Yeah, you'd love it. You'd love
I'm
it.
guessing alternative rock.
Oh, I heard about that.
There's an alternative
Actually
rock?
Awesome.
There's
Yes,
an
I'm
alternative
dead
rock
serious.
station in Roanoke, Virginia. Are you fucking
good
kidding
ones.
me, Barry?
Don't put me on the spot
Kyle, are
here.
you serious?
We'll talk about it later.
Okay, name a few of the bands. I have to
good
know.
songs.
Or if you knew any
good.
at all.
Songs that you would
Okay.
like.
I'm putting you on the spot, Kyle. No pressure.
There's probably some Fallout Boy, some
Do you say Fallout Boy?
some Blink 182.
Oh God,
Maybe
no.
some Nickelback.
No.
There was plenty of Nickelback.
No, I read an
hate you,
article
Barry.
about that
Yeah.
radio station.
I hate you so
and
much.
It used to be like an old country
Really?
folksy station, and then one day they just changed to alt rock without telling anybody. So like all these old guys in trucks had it preset to this station, and then one day freaking Fallout Boy starts playing, and they're like, "What the hell is this shit?"
So it's basically like the what's it
God.
called? The plot to an Adam Sandler and Brendan Fraser movie where they
Touche.
hijack a radio station because it's switching from like a heavy metal like rock station to the best of
Yeah.
smooth jazz
Oh.
and classic
Yeah,
like
you know.
old, smooth, like, contemporary hits. That made no sense. Old, smooth, contemporary hits. But, like, it's a really funny movie, because Brendan Fraser plays a fucking idiot. Adam Sandler plays a really big fucking idiot.
Was this a real movie?
That's really a real
Yeah, it was a real movie. They were...
Oh, no, it's real life.
This is not my Jim Sterling movie pitch. This is a real
I can't
movie.
see Steve Buscemi.
They're like in a band. Steve Buscemi is a guitarist.
Oh God.
He's a guitarist. Adam Sandler is a drummer. Like, they take over a radio station and do like a bunch of wacky shit and like request
weird
antics? Things. There's a lot of shenanigans and some antics. It's honestly a really good movie. Watch it. I'll send you the movie so you can put a link in maybe.
Linked up.
I've got one that we could add.
We don't do that.
I've got a couple.
That's one thing I'd like to start doing is in our YouTube video is add a link dump.
Well, that can be you then, Barry.
Oh no!
Yeah. Speaking of brilliant links, shout out to Ricky Pierce, also known as something like Tank Boy 669 or bro or something like that
great.
on YouTube.
Yeah,
that man is a genius. He is a genius.
He is a genius.
He's an editing master.
He
has the voice of an angel.
Master of our cringe.
Deal with it, Joey.
So, just
he's incredible. Yeah.
Playing Cups.
Look up
Anna
Ricky
Kendrick,
Pierce.
a.k.a. at Anna Kendrick 47 on on Twitter. Anna Kendrick, her Twitter name is Anna Kendrick 47.
Wasn't she the original Cups girl?
Yeah, she's
been pitch perfect.
Yes, that is Anna Kendrick, the smoke show, like 5 foot.
Sound the bro.
No. Okay, Barry, you're gonna restructure that sentence.
Bro language.
No, you're gonna restructure that sentence and you're gonna repeat it back to me because you're not gonna say
it only took about an hour in.
You're not allowed to say smoke show on this show.
It's okay. Yeah. At least you didn't get any jounce.
Yeah. But no, Anna Kendrick is fucking incredible, and she just actually very sad. Just like she split it off very recently with Edgar Wright.
Oh, that's right. They were dating. Yeah. Oh, I need to bring this up. This is
they were together for
relevant.
A while. Yeah, and I'm doing that segue so we can talk about the Cornetto trilogy.
Every single one on Rotten Tomatoes.
Justin, stop relying on Rotten Tomatoes.
No, I'm just saying. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. Each one broke 90%. Each one broke 90%.
It doesn't matter.
It matters.
Except the fact that they're great movies.
I cannot wait to see it. Is it this week?
I don't know when it does its worldwide release.
Because it did. It released in the UK like what, 2 weeks ago?
It released in the UK like 2 weeks ago. It
I'm looking it up.
Select cities in the United States earlier this week. Because Simon Pegg and Nick Frost have been like in. I think they did something in Austin, Texas. They did L.A. because they did the Chinese Theater in L.A. They did something in Austin, Texas. I think they did the Alamo actually in Austin, Texas.
Okay.
What
is the American release date? Fucking shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean it's the guy who owns the Alamo in Austin, Texas, of like Rooster Teeth fame. They always talk about the Alamo.
Right.
He's apparently like one of the first like video bloggers. For like like movies.
Right.
Like he was a big blogger with movies, and so he often got like early things shown at his stuff. Like he hosts a thing called Buttonamathon.
Right.
Which if you're not familiar with RT, basically it's 24 hours worth of movies.
I am familiar, right?
You know, well, I'm talking to the, supposed listeners we have, Justin.
Right. No, I was just responding to you directly.
You know.
I'm trying to help you out.
Yeah, and basically it's like, they sometimes show early things, like Bernie Burns of Rooster Teeth has talked about seeing, saw Mama early, which was a
I remember that podcast.
Horror film by Benicio del Toro. Actually, no, it wasn't Benicio. It was. There was also he saw 300 early. He saw Epsilon version, which basically, he saw World War Z early. An Epsilon version is basically like the version right before it goes to final dubbing and editing before it ships out to everybody. So think right before a game goes gold.
Yeah,
it's that version.
More importantly, that day,
Barry, just say no.
Barry,
just say no.
Yeah.
It's the 23rd of August.
Nicolas Cage,
the US release date.
John Cusack, and Vanessa Hudgens.
My body is ready.
Hey, listen. And
what? She's in that movie
That's
too?
Anne Hudgens?
She is.
And all of her lovely titties are in that? Oh.
What?
Ooh. Still not as good as Spring Breakers.
Oh, I need to see that. Barry, was that fantastic?
James Franco has dreads.
I know he has
dreads.
dreads.
Not dreads. He
I've
has
seen
cornrows
trailers.
with a grill.
I don't know whether to make that as
It is
fantastic.
the best, worst movie I've ever seen.
I cannot wait.
Gucci Man plays Gucci Man.
Sounds
Gucci
terrible.
Man. Burn!
That sounds like hell.
You know, he's a rapper who's like heavily involved in like the drug trade, whatever, you know. Or I wouldn't say heavily involved, like he came out of the drug trade, and I'm pretty sure he's still connected. He could probably take you to a few trap houses if you asked him. And if you don't know lingo, kids, a trap house is a drug house.
Where
you can go and buy drugs. Oftentimes, it's where drug dealers live. They're often in some not nice places, otherwise known as the ghetto.
That was a really good description, Barry.
Thank you. I put on my best Merriam-Webster's dictionary post for that one.
You did well. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. But no, like, he literally plays a rapper, like an aspiring rapper drug dealer. And that's his whole thing. And I'm just like, oh, that was a stretch for you, wasn't it? You know. But no, 50 Cent is actually trying to, like, be a real actor.
Oh.
I mean, Get Rich or Die Trying was really good. I don't care what
Yeah,
anyone says.
no,
That
it was a
movie's
good
fantastic.
He was also in a film with Bruce Willis.
He was.
And Ryan Phillippe, called, like, Standoff. It's on Netflix. Speaking of which, fucking Bruce Willis, how far has your career fallen?
Dude, apparently he was asking for $1 million for Expendables 3.
Yeah,
Well,
he's a
okay,
dick.
hold on. He was
No,
asked
100
for
million. 100
No,
million.
Sylvester
Excuse
Stallone
me.
was
He
like,
asked for
fuck
$1 million
off.
a day for 4 days. For 4
Yeah,
days.
$1 million a day,
of
that's
filming.
it.
The guy they got
Yeah.
to replace him got paid $3 million. So he was only asking for $1 million extra. It just sounds a lot worse when you say $1 million a day.
Who was the other
think
guy?
The thing is,
No, not Stallone.
Wait.
I can't remember. Yeah.
Stallone, of course, is.
I know
always
they
gonna be-
added 2 people to the... I saw on
I
Reddit.
mean, there's Stallone, Statham. I think Jet Li's gone now. But like Chuck Norris was in the last one.
They added 2
Schwarzenegger.
people that were like
They-
not surprising.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I mean, the problem is they killed off Van Damme and they killed
Wasn't
off
Nick Cage
Scott
supposed to be in
Adkins,
it?
Right.
aka Yuri
Very
Boyka.
spoilers.
I am the world's most complete fighter.
Yeah,
It's
Nick Cage is
Expendables
in
2.
it.
It's on Netflix.
Very.
Oh yeah, they added
It's on
Nick Cage.
Netflix!
I don't know if anyone knew that.
Oh, Nick Cage is in.
Yeah.
Sweet. That's
I watched
awesome. We
Kick-Ass
get
for
to
the
see him in
first
his
time
hairy
the other day.
greatness. Hopefully, he's the new villain.
Yeah.
That would be.
That
awesome.
would be
comes out
great.
tomorrow
I'll
night.
watch that movie 100 times.
Because
That's a good one.
Kick-Ass
that's
1?
gonna be a decent movie.
That'll be
Kick-Ass
good.
2.
I really want to see that.
Yeah.
First one was great.
What's his name is in that? Jim Carrey. Makes
Jim
a
Carrey
return
is.
to the screen.
And then after he made the movie, he went back
Yeah,
when he was and didn't promote the movie because he was like, I'm anti-gun now. I did
Oh,
bad
for fuck's
things.
sake.
I was like, what the fuck, Jim Carrey?
He's weird.
I mean, it's Jim Carrey.
He is weird.
I mean, have you guys ever seen the thing where it's like him, Chris Rock, and Ben Stiller, and what's his name who plays Stefan from Saturday Night Live?
Bill
I don't
Hader.
think I have.
Yeah, Bill Hader. Speaking of which, he's in a very terrible cell phone
nice.
commercial that's out right now, where it's like his
Uh-huh.
wife or girlfriend comes up to him and she's like, "Where the fuck were you? What's wrong with you?" Except she doesn't say fuck. And he's like, "Well, I've
Thanks,
been
Alex.
here. You know, what did you need?" And she's like, "I tried to text you like 100 times." And then his phone is like slow because he's on
Of course.
AT&T or some shit. And it's like, "Oh, I just got your text. Fell off my bike. Broke my arm. Where are you? I'm going to kill you." And his phone is just
Right.
constantly blowing up with this shit. And it's the most deadpan,
Nice.
awful commercial ever.
Speaking of Bill Hader, he's leaving Saturday Night Live to work at South Park full time. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are
He's
you
gonna work
serious?
with,
He's
Trey
always
Parker
been a
and Matt
writer
Stone.
there, but now he's gonna go there full time. Yeah.
That's awesome.
He's funny. He can do some really funny voices.
Oh god, roast.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if
Hopefully
anyone
he'll get
cares.
some voice acting work.
But he's
But
also going to be
they're
one of the
terrible.
roasters
I
for
don't
that James
care.
Franco roast, along with
They're
Jonah
so
Hill.
bad.
Dude, they are bad.
I mean,
I agree.
There
When
could
you
be
got
some
a
funny
solid
people in
lineup.
that. I'm hoping for Seth Rogen, Jay Barrett. I'm basically
Jonah
hoping
Hill's doing
it's-
it, so I might watch it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Are
I'm
they
just
getting-
hoping it's gonna be.
Are they getting
this
rid
is
of
the
the,
end.
And,
the
like, the fat
crusty
woman
old
that they all
washed up
make
comedians
sex
who
jokes about?
anybody only knows about because they do
Here,
the
let me.
roasts?
I can get the list. All right, hold on. Let me.
I hate her. I don't
Lisa
know who she
Lampanelli.
is. She's just like, I fuck black
She's
guys. Like, all right, cool.
Yeah, that's her whole joke is that she's a fat white woman. So the only people who will fuck her are black dudes.
All right, here's who's been confirmed.
That's her shtick.
Oh god.
Been confirmed is Bill Hader, Jonah Hill, Nick Kroll, Kyle's favorite, Natasha Leggero, Jeff Ross, and then Sarah Silverman.
Jeffrey Ross, seriously? Yeah. That guy needs to go burn himself, crawl in a hole and die. And then possibly bury himself.
Did you see that fucking show he made on Comedy Central for one season? Fucking
what was it?
The Burn. Or whatever?
Yeah, it was bad.
It was the worst version of Tosh Point.
The only reason that show is still in my recollection is because a guy who appeared on that show often, Jeselnik.
Yes.
He got a show based on The Burn, which is called the Jeselnik Offensive.
Do you watch that?
Which is still terrible.
It's awful. I actually like Jeselnik's comedy, and I think that's just terrible.
Yeah, I mean it's bad. It's just Comedy Central is having such a hard time, and I think Tosh is leaving, right?
I don't know because I feel like his show's the only one. Well, him and South Park are the only two doing.
Yeah,
they also have.
I mean, he joked about it.
The Daily Show and Colbert.
Well, yeah,
I Daily Show and Colbert have been doing pretty damn well.
Yeah, I just don't even consider those.
Yeah. Those are my favorite late night shows.
Great.
I mean, season 5. Let's see. Here.
Did you hear? This is really random, but It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. The writers for Game of Thrones, they wrote an episode.
Yeah, they did.
I did not know that.
For the
really?
next season, they did one of the episodes.
Yeah, and the first episode of this next season is about them not getting an Emmy. And that's what the
really
whole
funny.
episode is about. Because everyone thought that they got snubbed in the Emmys and that they should have won. And I'm of the opinion that, yes, they should have won because Sunny's incredible. It has...
Can't stand
I think it was 30 Rock or...
yeah.
It might have been Modern... It might have been Modern Family, actually.
What's that name of that black guy on 30 Rock? What's his name?
Tracy Morgan.
I hate him. I cannot stand him.
I can't stand Tina Fey.
Tracy Morgan's stand-up is incredible.
I've never heard of stand-up, but I've heard him in 30 Rock,
great.
and it's awful.
Yeah.
Really?
Nah.
Tina Fey is... Do you like the movie Mean Girls?
I do.
Mean Girls is decent.
Because Mean Girls is Tina Fey. She wrote that movie.
Really?
She wrote that movie? I know she was in it, but...
Yeah, that's
I
her.
didn't know
That's
that.
her baby. Yeah, Mean Girls is Tina Fey's baby.
That was a funny movie. Yeah.
It's an incredible movie. It's one of the most quotable movies ever.
Agreed. Boo,
even the White House is quoting that movie.
Stop trying to make fetch happen, Bo. It's not gonna happen.
No, it was Bo. It was Bo. Stop trying to make fetch happen.
I'm
Get it
so
right, Joey.
So sorry.
Because the quote from the thing is Amanda Seyfried is talking to whoever the hell plays Gretchen, and it's Gretchen, stop trying to make fetch happen. And
Thanks,
that's
Barry.
the quote.
So
Thank
no,
you.
No.
You know?
Someone's got to know what. Someone's got to know what to talk
Somebody's
about.
got to know.
You knowing that.
I mean, it's a thing. I actually took some notes coming into this this podcast here for things to talk about.
I made a small list too, but we already got through my list. So
let me see. I had the Minecraft vid, COD Ghost MP reveal.
Yeah, buddy.
Like a $10
Saints Row 4 reviews, which have been incredible.
Oh, that, yes.
Speaking of Saints Row 4, did you guys see the pre-order thing that they did?
Yes.
Okay.
The $1 million thing?
The $1 million pre-order, yes. You got a
What?
Lamborghini Gallardo. Which is a $230-something thousand car.
You got to pay $1 million for it, though. Well, for everything.
A Toyota Prius, aka a Prius if you're an American. Air trip flights to London and back. I think a copy of Saints Row 4, the dubstep edition,
The dubstep
which
edition,
has
that's
a full size dubstep gun, which is it has 2 turntables and it's got a mixer in the middle and you shoot people with it and it makes them start dancing and shit. I really want to use one. And it came with a bunch of ridiculous, stupid things.
Yeah.
It was $1 million, and it said various places have said it was a limit of 1 or there was a limit of 3. And I'm still waiting to see if anybody actually put the
if anyone has the money to blow and just blow it.
Yeah. I mean, now granted, if I had $1 million, There are worse things I could buy than a Lamborghini Gallardo.
There are worse things.
I don't think it was a Gallardo. I think it was an Aventador.
I thought it was.
I think it was the new one.
I think you might be right, actually.
Because Gallardo is the old Lamborghini. The new one is the Aventador.
I want any Lamborghini.
Although the Lamborghini I really want is the Lamborghini Egoista. Look that up. It literally Lamborghini Egoista. It literally means selfish in Italian. It is car pornography.
Well, Cliffy B will buy one and then take a picture of it.
It is literally the most mind-bogglingly beautiful thing you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, suck it,
Cliffy B can't afford it. No, I'm serious. Cliffy B could not afford this car.
It's simple math.
A normal
he
Lamborghini.
might trade in
Lamborghini
his
he has.
two
I think he has an
Lamborghinis for this
Aventador.
one Lamborghini plus some money on top.
No. The Aventador he has is like a $200-something thousand car. The Egoista is like $2.5 million. Because it's a one-time car.
All right, you get a Virgin Galactic space flight, a full-size replica dubstep
That's
gun.
That's like
a hostage
$120,000.
rescue experience, plastic surgery, a spy training day, personal shopper, capsule wardrobe, 7 nights at the top royal suite at the Burj Al Arab in Dubai or something, a week for 2 at the Jefferson Hotel in D.C., first-class flights to D.C. and Dubai, a Lamborghini Gallardo, a Toyota.
Oh, it is a Gallardo. That's sad.
Toyota Prius with 1 year's insurance and a year's supercar membership.
Yeah.
Plus
yeah.
the
By
game.
the way, yeah, of course the game
And the Commander Chief edition.
Yeah, the building in Dubai. That's that really tall building that they built. They did.
I remember that.
What was it? Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol in?
Yes.
Where he like flies around and does a bunch of stupid shit.
You are correct.
Yeah, that's that building, which is it's an incredibly beautiful building. It's just that it's in the middle
Dubai's
of Dubai.
bad.
You know.
Gator?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like Qatar, the
Qatar's
country of
bad.
Qatar,
Over us.
won the rights. Well, I mean, no, they're it's a beautiful place. They won the rights to the 2022 World Cup.
They did. And
The
they have
problem is-
if you look up the designs for their stadiums that they're going to build, fucking sick.
Oh no, it's going to
sick.
be great. The problem is they want to do it in the winter
Right.
because it's Qatar. They can control. They can build domed stadiums, or like semi-domed stadiums, and they can control the weather in there. They can make it like 70 degrees and beautiful in there.
Right.
But as soon as you step outside the stadium, it's going to be 120 degrees, hot as hell, sandstorms, and you're going to be like, "Fuck this." And the players are going to never recover. The players don't want to go there.
Yeah.
So they want to do it in the winter, but it's weird. Yeah. I mean, it's like the 2014 World Cup.
Yep.
They're already exploring possibly doing it in the United States.
Really?
Well,
they're not going to they're not going to say it publicly. But there have been like leaks from FIFA because they're concerned about the unrest in Brazil.
It's a legitimate worry. I mean,
yeah, South Americans don't fuck around.
They do not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's face it. They spent $100 million doing the Confederations Cup, and people are starving, and they're paying a shit ton in taxes. There's a lot of unemployment, and public transit is shit.
That's unfortunate.
So they're like, why don't we not spend $100 million on soccer? This is ridiculous coming from Brazil too. They're like, why don't we spend that money in a more useful fashion versus blowing it on some football stadiums? Which, this is Brazil. This is the home of the beautiful game.
Yeah, that's true.
These are the people who live, eat, sleep, breathe, die. Brazilian football. Literally, they are dying. Like, there were...
literally.
There were people getting shot with rubber bullets and dying.
I've got one thing I've got to talk about first.
Hold
on.
Okay, we've been going for about an hour, so let's start the wrap-up process.
No, there's one more.
Give me your one more thing.
One more. I had one more thing on the list, which is the Splinter Cell Blacklist reviews. That embargo happened too, and it's been getting almost near perfect.
Is it
scores.
Yeah.
I think I did see something about that.
A stealth game? I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no, Joe, you would like it. You can play it as a stealth game, but the way they've been developing it, you can do the whole super stealthy route, and you can build your character that way. And like you can build your character like as kind of like an overall jack of all trades, master of none, up to a certain point. But then you have to really decide. All right, do I want to literally shoot my way through everything?
Oh, they're doing that thing.
And you get yourself, you get yourself like more health, a little bit better shooting, whatever.
I don't know how long
but it's gonna be. It makes it like easier for some things and harder for other parts of the game.
Like how long?
You idiot.
Nah, dude.
You haven't been talking like at all.
Probably for about 30 minutes.
The what?
Okay. Not 30 minutes. He's talked some.
No, he talked about the
dubstep
gun and
like
shit. The pre-order. He talked about the pre-order. The pre-order for Saints Row? Yeah.
No, you don't have to.
Dang it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's going to be such a pain in the ass to edit. Oh.
Don't do it.
To edit. Yeah, just cut it.
Yeah,
I'm cutting you out of this podcast.
Guys.
Yeah, we just keep interrupting Kyle over and over, and he doesn't understand why. Why won't they let me talk?
Yeah, but no, Spies vs. Mercs
cool.
comes back, and it looks really good with the asynchronous multiplayer. It's where it's like you have the spies who are trying to like turn stuff off, and the mercs, and they play from third person, and they move around fast, and they do cool stuff. And the mercs are first person. They're a little more armored, and they're all shooties. You know, and yeah, you can like there's other game types like there's a deathmatch type which looks really interesting, and you mix. So it's like you have 2 mercs, 2 spies versus 2 mercs and 2 spies. And so like you have to try and like mix your teams into one. The Spies vs. Mercs looks incredible. It was my favorite part of an earlier Saints Row, or not Saints Row, but Splinter Cell. I think it was Chaos Theory, or was it the next one? I don't know. They all have a subtitle, but I think it's the second Saints or Splinter Cell, and it's incredible. So I would say look at the reviews if you're a fan of newer stealthy games from Ubisoft. So like Hitman Absolution, which is an incredible game. Right now it's free on PlayStation for PlayStation Plus owners. It was $9.99 on Xbox 360. It's now back up to its normal price. You can get it for $14 on Amazon. Great game. But yeah, the whole like stealth generation genre has made a comeback because of Splinter Cell originally. I mean, you got your It was just Metal Gear for a while.
You have Dishonored.
Well, I mean, yeah,
that's come out.
Well, I'm saying this because like
it came as a result.
It came out,
what I'm saying.
Like Splinter Cell brought these back, and now we're seeing a return of Thief, which is one I'm really excited.
Oh yeah, I did see a bunch of stuff about Thief.
Thief is fucking incredible. If you've played any of the old PCs, you know what I'm talking about. It was where the bow first came out, like as a usable thing. Like, Thief is so fucking good. And like doing no-kill runs in Thief is almost virtually impossible.
That is pretty cool.
Like, it's so good.
So good.
Yeah. And the game fucks you if you kill a lot. You know, it's kind of like how Dishonored, like, if you kill a bunch, like, fucked up shit happens.
Right.
Basically, in Thief, if you kill a bunch, more guards, higher security, tougher things, it makes it harder for you to do your job to kill. So the game actually rewards you for doing your job right.
That's neato.
And limiting your kills. You know, in the city. The city that you live in is literally called the city.
That's so creative.
You know, I mean, they kept it real original in the beginning. You know, they did it that way in the beginning, and they have just kept it.
It's pretty funny.
And it is
all right.
So good.
Well, this is the Wrap-Up Jax podcast. If you've made it this far, you should probably deserve a medal of some kind. But you know.
Lord knows you sat through me talking about car porn for Christ's sakes.
Like our videos, the AV Jax. Follow us on Twitter. We're at the
More
AV
coming
Jax.
soon.
We're on the Facebooks, the Twitters, the Google Pluses, all that crap. We have a website. avjax.com.
We have a website. It's a big deal.
If you want us to answer questions on whenever's episode, send us an email at questions@avjax.com.
No.
And I think that's it. Anybody else?
So they weren't ignoring me. They just didn't.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Bye, guys.